Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Dear Venerable Sangha, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, you are invited to join us in this weekly Buddhist Newsreel on Phật online channel. Hereafter, 6 major headlines of Buddhist activities of the week. Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Chairman of Administrative Council invited to be the advisor for World Fellowship of Buddhists. Tây Ninh Province, the 10th Tâm Hòa Great SIMA ordination in Buddha year 2567. Bodhisattva AVALOKITESVARA PNEUMA bestowing at PAGODAS and VIHARAS. Đồng Nai, World Fellowship of Buddhists visit Most Venerable Thích Thanh Từ and monks at Thường Chiếu Monastery. International Meditation Day and Sangha Dana, offerings to 2,000 monks at Dhammakaya, Thailand. Buddhist charity activities during the week. And following are the news in details. At the meeting with the Most Venerable Thích Thanh Từ, the chairman of World Fellowship of Buddhists, WFB, presented the resolution of the WFB conference May 2023 and the letter of invitation to be the Most Venerable to act as an advisor for WFB.
On the afternoon of August 3, 2023, Most Venerable Thích Thanh Từ, Chairman of the Administrative Council of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, and other honorifics of the Central Sections, cordially received a delegation at Quán Monastery, Ho Chi Minh City. Mr. Fallow Thierry, Chairman of the WFB, Rector of the World Buddhist Society, presented the resolution of the WFB conference in 2023 to propose the Most Venerable Chairman of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha to be the advisor for the activities of the WFB, thereby promoting cooperation in educational activities, preaching, and social charity between WFB and the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. He appreciated the morality, virtue, and leadership capacity of the Most Venerable, bringing many benefits to the community and enhancing the position of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in the world Buddhist organizations. Accepting the letter of invitation for WFB, the Most Venerable Chairman expressed his gratitude for the Chairman's affection and hoped that the cooperation would improve diplomatic relations, educate and promote the development of Buddhism, and contribute to the building of peace and a harmonious life and happiness around the world. Since the late Venerable Thích Liên became a founding member of the WFB in 1950, to the day of his death, the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha did not send members to join the WFB. On this occasion, the Most Venerable Chairman suggested appointing members to join the executive section of WFB and set up a branch of Vietnam-based WFB office at Quán Pagoda, Hanoi capital. The World Fellowships of Buddhists, WFB, is an international Buddhist organization established on May 25, 1950 in Colombo, Sri Lanka, with the participation of 129 delegates from 27 countries including Asia, Europe, and America. The World Fellowship of Buddhists WFB headquarters is located in Bangkok, Thailand since 1969. Currently, WFB has 181 centers in 50 countries. The purpose of the association is to tighten solidarity, unity and Dhamma friendship among Buddhist countries, praise Buddha's teachings, and charity activities to bring about happiness and world peace.
On the afternoon of August 7, 2023, the SIMA ordination of Bodhisattva precepts to more than 337 novice monks took place at the Buddhist point of Linh Sơn Phước Trung Pagoda, Tây Ninh City.
In the dignified atmosphere, the monastic practitioners respectfully vow to eliminate evil deeds, do good deeds, and practice the 3 pure precepts. Among them, there were 97 monks, 90 nuns, and 150 lay Buddhists. The ordained novice monks performed the rituals of Bodhisattva precepts imparted by the disciples as the basis for progress in practice of Bodhisattva conduct. In the evening of the same day, The burning incense on skin ritual was performed in a dignified, pure manner by the organizing board at the main hall of Linsheng Phúc Trung Pagoda. For the sake of saving sentient beings, the Bodhisattva decided not to spare her life and sacrifice herself for the cause. In front of the triple gems, the disciples made a vow to burn a tiny part of their body to testify to their earnest supplication for the Bodhisattva's vows. In the sacred setting, the disciples concentrated in their minds on the chanting of Buddha's name and blending the beat of prana drums to overcome the challenge of advancing incense, with one heart aiming for the happiness and benefit of all beings. Earlier, on the morning of August the 7th, the 10 Master Council performed ordination for 57 monks and nuns at Linsheng Phúc Trung Pagoda, led by Most Venerable Thích Thanh, serving as the chief ordination supervisor, and 29 bhikkhunis at the seminary of Long Châu Phúc Trung Pagoda in Tây Ninh were ordained by Master Nun Thích Thanh, who is in charge of Venerable Chief Supervisor. At the 2 SIMA ordination sites, each group of 3 in turn entered the examination with one heart towards the 3 jewels, sincerely and earnestly receiving the Dharma precepts. After presenting themselves to the 4 Acharya, the novice disciples were given 3 robes, a bowl, a seat, and a water filter, which are treasures that monastics carry with them throughout their lives. The Venerable Chief Supervisor of the 2 SIMA ordination sites passed on the basic precepts for bhikkhunis and passed over the 4 robes, the regulations on the lifestyle of a bhikkhu who must be aware of vow to live the monastic lifetime. Paving the way for Dharma precepts to be passed on, at the opening ceremony, the Dharma Master Most Venerable affirmed, the SIMA ordination is the place where the precepts must be kept pure. There are many monastics and novice monks, but attending a pure precept is rarely imparted. Ordained monks are those who are eligible to leave home, to practice, and they must try to keep the precepts that Buddha has made and the Sangha has passed on. Giving a speech at the opening ceremony, Most Venerable Thích Thanh Từ, chairman of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Council, emphasized the importance of precepts. The precepts are lifespan of the Buddha Dharma. The precepts remain, the Buddha Dharma remains, and the precepts are absent, then Buddha Dharma would be lost. The 10th Tâm Hòa SIMA ordination of Buddha year 2567 was officially closed on the morning of August the 8th, after 4 days of procession, from August the 5th to the 8th, 2023. 232 novices, including 57 bhikkhu, 29 bhikkhuni. The outstanding monastics who passed the examination got high results, and the monks and nuns who excelled in the recitation of the Buddhist jurisprudence received recognizable prizes. Instructing the disciples, Most Venerable Thích Thanh advised, after receiving the Dharma precepts, returning to the places of residence. The ordained monks and nuns need to continue the efforts, practice patience, and keep the pure precepts like precious jewel. It is a treasure to be kept in mind with focus and clarity, so as not to disappoint the religious leaders and the patriarchs, worthy of being a disciple of the Tathagata, a true monk and nun.
On the occasion of anniversary of Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara enlightenment, on June 19 of lunar calendar, in many localities across the country, monastic Sangha solemnly held ceremonies to commemorate her.
At Mindao Pagoda, Ho Chi Minh City, on the evening of August the 5th, 2023, the lighting ceremony took place to pray for world peace, lasting Dharma, and peaceful living beings on the occasion of Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara's NEUMA Day. In the dignified atmosphere, the Most Venerable Master and the Venerable Honorifics respectfully offered incense and paid homage to Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and the great patriarchs. The Most Venerable Monastery Master with a candle presenting the Bodhisattva's compassion and wisdom and transmitted it to Venerable Zen virtuals, and then sequentially handed it to Buddhist ashrams. Holding the candle in their hands, the venerable monks and all Buddhists together with one heart turned to 3 jewels to pray for prosperity of society, the nation and the people, the longevity of the Dharma, the good weather and climate, and prosperity. At the ceremony, Venerable Thích Thanh Từ said, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva is the one who always hears the earnest cries from the hearts of all sentient beings in the world. She comes to save suffering. She brings about compassion, kindness, forgiveness, and holiness without discrimination. That is, the deity who loves all sentient beings, bearing the image of a mother who always protects her children. So she is called Kind Mother, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. Under the guidance of Venerable Thích Thanh Từ, Abbot of Hưng Phước Pagoda, Ho Chi Minh City, the venerable monks and Buddhists solemnly held the ceremony of Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara Buna and lit lanterns to pray for world peace, lasting Dharma, and peaceful sentient beings on the afternoon of August the 5th. The venerable monks and nuns made offerings, paid homage to the three jewels, and recited the Mahayana Sutras, paying homage to 12 vows of Bodhisattva, dedicating their prayers for peace and happiness to all sentient beings. On the occasion of Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara's PNEUMA Day, the abbot held a lantern ceremony to pray for the glory of the country, a lasting Dharma, a peaceful world, and serene living beings. The light of the candle is lit from the hands of the Zen Buddhas, then gradually gives light to Buddhist ashram. The shimmering candles are lit. Holding the candle in hand, the venerable monks and all Buddhists turn their hearts to Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara. The candles represent the aura of compassion and wisdom of Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara. At TIòng ANH Pagoda, Đồng Tháp Province, the ceremony of the Buddha's enlightenment was held on the evening of August the 5th. Nun Thích Như Lan, Abbot of Hưng Thiên Pagoda, shared a Dharma talk with the theme Avalokitesvara vows to help Buddhists review the outstanding vows of Avalokitesvara and together follow the vows. She, the Almighty, always observes and contemplates and listens to suffering cries of all sentient beings to manifest 32 forms of existence to save all sentient beings. Master Nun Thích Như Lan also encouraged Buddhists to follow her vows and apply them to life. After Dharma talk, the ashram congregation lit up the lamps of compassion and wisdom and walked together in circumambulation with peaceful steps of the meaning of bringing the light of Chuan Yin compassion and wisdom to illuminate the dark places, the suffering, in order to dispel the agony and pain of all sentient beings.
On the morning of August 5th, 2023, Mr. Philip Thierry, Chairman of the World Fellowship of Buddhists, WFB, Rector of World Buddhist University, and his delegation, visited and paid respect to Most Venerable Thích Thanh Từ, Vice Dharma Master of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Council of Patrons, Chief Master of Trúc Lâm Zen Sect in Vietnam at Thường Chiếu Zen Monastery, Đồng Nai Province.
Mr. Philip Thierry, Chairman of the World Fellowship of Buddhists, Rector of the World Buddhist University, expressed his wish to establish a close relationship between the World Fellowship of Buddhists and Vietnam Zen Buddhism to organize research programs, academic exchange, and Buddhist education, etc., in order to strengthen Dharma friendship and contribute to spreading Buddhism, especially Vietnamese Zen Buddhism, around the world. In response, Most Venerable Thích Quang expressed his gratitude and appreciation to the delegation for visiting Thường Chiếu Zen Monastery. Most Venerable briefly overviewed the traditional history of Vietnamese Zen Buddhism, in particular, Vietnamese Buddhism in Trần Dynasty, the birth of Trúc Lâm Yên Tử Zen School, and the revival of the Vietnamese Zen Buddhism by Zen Master Thích Thanh Từ. In the early stages of learning and practicing Zen Buddhism, Most Venerable Thích Thanh Từ experienced many hardships, but he was still determined to restore Vietnamese Zen Buddhism so that Vietnamese monks and nuns and Buddhists had the opportunity to practice meditation, study, and practice in the spirit of Vietnamese Zen Buddhism. On behalf of the Trúc Lâm Zen sect, the Most Venerable Thích Quang presented the statue of Buddha Emperor Trần Nhân Tông and the complete collection of the Thanh Từ book series, edited and published by the Thường Chiếu Cultural Section. Also on this occasion, the delegation of the World Fellowship of Buddhists also had the opportunity to directly meet, pay respects, and offer offerings to the Elder Most Venerable Thích Thanh Từ.
On the morning of August 6, 2023, the World Alliance of Buddhists, in collaboration with Wat Phra Dhammakaya in Klong Leon District, Pathum Thani Province, Thailand, solemnly organized the International Day of Meditation with the participation of about 2,000 monks and nearly 10,000 Buddhists. Monks, nuns, and Buddhists from Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Malaysia, India, Bangladesh, Vietnam, Myanmar, Laos, and Cambodia are also attended.
The meditation program started at 9:30 a.m. after the Sangha performed the rituals of bowing to the three rules and chanting sutra. The entire congregation practiced meditation according to the Zen master instructions. Sit upright, eyes closed gently while letting the breath flow naturally. The state of relaxation of the whole body. Let the mind be quiet without thinking. Visualize the crystal clear ball or the image of the Buddha from within the body and silently recite the mantra Suma Alan many times to keep calm, pure mind, revealing the triple gems inside oneself. Besides the benefits of daily meditation practice, meditation also helps develop insight and above all is beneficial for peace of mind and peace in the world. At Wat Phra Dhammakaya, the masses practice sitting meditation as well as circulating around the Maha Dhammakaya Setia that have million Buddha statues, a unique monumental work of one of a kind. Wat Phra Dhammakaya is the most magnificent temple in the world, built in 1970, over 80 hectares. The late Abbot Phra Mongkothep Muni, 1884-1959, started the idea of this unique temple with the desire to spread the meditation practice of Sakya Muni Buddha on a global scale, for which he had privileged enlightenment. The meditations hall are minimally designed to save cost, convenient maintenance, and maximize the usable area with sufficient room for hundreds of thousands of meditation practitioners. His idea after the Grand Monk Master death, Master Nun Chandra Kono Kyong, 1909-2000, was one of the forefront disciples of the Great Master. A successor so-called the second to none made the Master Teacher's dream come true when she was the founder of the Wat Phra Dhammakaya to be able to meet the increasing demand of the Buddhist meditation following the method taught by Master Nun Chandra. Today, Dhammakaya meditation centers have followers all over the continent and are connected to the Wat Phra Dhammakaya headquarters in Thailand. On weekends, a large number of monks, nuns, and Buddhist lay persons come from around the world to practice meditation to purify their body and mind, move towards enlightenment and emancipation, and follow in the footsteps of Buddha. The afternoon program began with a ceremony honoring 60 monks who passed in the 2023 exam in the academic Pali language at level 9, the highest level in Pali script. The ceremony took place in a solemn and dignified manner under the witness of 2,000 monks, about of temples and pagoda across the country, and delegates. In particular, there were twin notice monks from Raymond Province, Thailand, giving congratulatory speeches to 60 monks at the honoring ceremony. Closing the ceremony, the lay people and Buddhists joyfully made SANGHA dana offerings of essential items to support 2,000 monks from temples nationwide and internationally when starting to enter the 3-month vessel from August to November, according to the Theravada Buddhist tradition. The entire mass of nuns, Sandra's offering to great monks after the signal bell, when Lumbang Davajevo, the Dhamma Master Vice President of Wat Phra Dhammakaya, performed the opening ceremony. Then speakers from different countries attend a forum on the topic of meditation on the morning of August 7th to discuss, share, and contribute ideas to the International Day of Meditation.
And following is the digest of Buddhist charity activities during the week.
In NGAY Province, the Provincial Buddhist Social Charity Section, in conjunction with the BODHISATTVA, Ho Chi Minh City, and the local government inaugurated the BODHISATTVA Bridge on the morning of July 31st. The 40-meter-long Buddhist bridge with a construction cost of nearly 500 million Vietnam dong was completed after 2 months of construction. Venerable Thích Thanh, head of the Provincial Buddhist Social Charity Section, said that so far the charity bridge construction team at Phước Thanh Pagoda had built over 30 bridges to facilitate the transportation of the local people. In order to encourage the learning spirit of disadvantaged children, on the morning of July 30th, in Chánh Thiên Pagoda, Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu Province, the monks awarded 30 scholarships to sowing BODHISATTVA, the fourth time with a total of 30 scholarships worth of 24 million Vietnam dong. In his preaching words, Venerable Thích Thanh, abbot of Chánh Thiên Pagoda, reminded the students to be obedient, know how to appreciate their parents' and teachers' teaching. Under the guidance of Venerable Thích Minh Phú, chairman of TIòng NGANH Pagoda Charity Society, Ho Chi Minh City, TIòng NGANH Pagoda Charity Society held many charity activities in TIềng ANH, Bến Tre, and Long An provinces on August the 3rd and 4th. TIòng NGANH Pagoda Charity Society inaugurated 33-meter-long TIòng NGANH Bridge number 478 in TIềng ANH province on August the 4th after 10 days of construction. The total bridge construction cost is 380 million Vietnam dong, funded by the Buddhist family of Mrs. Phạm Thị Hương from Mỹ Tho City. After that, the construction team started the construction of TIòng NGANH Bridge number 483 with a size of 21 meters in length in Ba Tri Town, Bến Tre Province. The estimated construction cost is 410 million Vietnam dong to be funded by the Murray Foundation of Buddhist family of Mrs. Nguyễn Thị Kim Hiếu from USA. On the afternoon of the same day, the team handed over TIòng NGANH Alzheimer's House number 221 to the family of Mr. Phạm Quốc Hậu in Phước Thới Hamlet and Mr. Võ Thanh Tuấn in Tân Đồng Hamlet, Bến Tre Province. The total cost of construction and gift giving is 187 million Vietnam dong, sponsored by philanthropists. Previously, at Tân Trạch Commune, People's Committee, TIòng NGANH Pagoda Charity Society cooperated with the local authorities to give 100 essential necessities to support the disadvantaged people on the afternoon of August the 3rd. The funding is 35 million Vietnam dong, sponsored by Buddhist family of Mrs. Nguyễn Thị Lô from Ho Chi Minh City. Under the guidance of Master Nun Thích Nữ Nguyên Minh, abbot of Phước Minh Pagoda, District 3 Youth Union and Ho Chi Minh City Volunteer Barber Club gave 200 gifts worth of 85 million Vietnam dong to support the ethnic minorities, poor studious students in communes of Ham Cang, Ham Kim, and Ham Thanh on the morning of August the 7th at Phước Minh Pagoda, Binh Thuận Province. Each gift of necessities and school supplies is worth 420,000 Vietnam dong, or $18. The delegation also donated 200 bags of cement to support the construction of the pagoda.
Venerable monks and nuns, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, the last news has started off this weekly Buddhist Newsreel. Thank you for your attention and following. Goodbye and see you in the next program on PSO TV channel. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha.